Welcome my friends to Season 19 of The Lord of the Rings Online. And this season we are going to be riding in the plains of Eastern Rohan. It's going to be a very exciting season. I've been looking forward to this one. It's a bit of a milestone. I've always said that the next milestone after Moria was going to be getting to Rohan, and here we are. You may remember the episode before the finale. I was doing the epic storyline and I was sailing down the Anduin. And we were exchanging some stories here by the campfire. And now it is time for me to actually continue the journey down the Anduin and into the areas of Eastern Rohan. For those of you new to the series, this is a 100% playthrough of the game, meaning that in each season, I do every quest and every deed in that area before moving on to the next one. You can check all of that out on my website at renaissancegaming.net/lotro.html. Scroll down to my completionist checklist and you can see all the regions that I have done, all the quests that I've done, and the ones that I'm missing and will need to come back to, so on and so forth. Everything is cross-referenced with the LOTRO wiki. That way I know for sure I'm hitting every quest in an area. And I think that's enough rambling. I do recommend you watch the series in 2x speed. Let's go ahead and continue. We will leave at first light. For now, you should get some rest. In the morning, we will continue our journey down the Anduin. So just briefly, if you remember, there's a couple of ways to get into Rohan. I could travel from this instance, like I was doing at the end of the last season, or you can ride into Rohan from south of the fields of Parth Celebrant, which I kind of showed a little bit, but, you know, because of the continuity of the epic storyline, this is the path that I am taking into Eastern Rohan. So, let's go.
Behold, the Argonath, the pillars of the kings.
Very cool indeed. So, as you can see, we are in Rohan in the Eastment. And yes, that is the Argonath. Very iconic landmark in the Lord of the Rings world and Lord of the Rings Online. And I'm here with my company of friends. Let me go ahead and pull up the map so you can see where we are. This is the East Wall, and it is a sub-region within Eastern Rohan. So let me come on the map here and kind of show you. I can show you East Rohan in general, and then there's all these subdivisions of East Rohan: the Wold, the Sutcrofts, Snowbourne, Norcrofts, Harwick, Entwash Vale, Eves of Fangorn, the East Wall, which is where I'm at. So there are lots of subregions, and here you can kind of see where I am. There's the Norcrofts. This is the Wold all the way up here, which is where you kind of ride down from the Great River, kind of from this area. And so this is the other location that you ride down from, and where I was kind of headed, but starting down here. Anyways, I just kind of wanted to introduce the area. Let me go ahead and start talking to some of the characters here.
How many lives of men did it take to fashion those great statues?
I have never seen anything like it before.
The Argonath, the pillars of the kings. I have seen them often.
But even so, they capture the breath as they emerge from the mist, do they not?
They are not my kings, but there is still something majestic about the twin statues.
Of the Argonath, many songs have been sung about the men in whose likeness they were carved, and I know most of them by heart. I will not sing them now. There's too much we must do here.
Friends of yours came this way. Friends bearing a burden of some malice.
Morin speaks quietly, for what he has to say is meant for your ears alone. We spoke of a great many things on the boat, and I do not begrudge you for speaking in generalities. But you told me enough to know your errand here is important. Friends of yours came this way, friends bearing a burden of some malice. Whatever they carried, it was sought by orcs, and perhaps others as well. We need to find what happened to these friends of yours, and if their burden has been lost. Horn raises his voice to include the Rohirrim man standing nearby. This man saw our boat drifting down the river and hailed me from the shore. His name is Framric, and he has come with a party of Rohirrim from the Wold. I would have us help his people if they desire our help. But first we must prepare our own camp. Speak with Nona and Kurudon for their thoughts, and then collect sticks for a fire. I will do the same. Alright, so we got several things going on here. Let me speak with Framric.
I need your help if you can aid me.
I am Framric, a man of Rohan, proud and true, and I need your help. Orcs have crossed the river, and now they swarm throughout this land, all along the east wall of my homeland. I came south from the Wold with a party of 30 riders to investigate what could have drawn the orcs across the Great River. When we arrived, the force was even larger than we expected, and they set upon us. We drove them away, but suffered many losses, and our camp is in disarray. My people could use your help to restore the camp and make safe the border of Rohan. Go to the southwest, near the passage of the Northcrofts. Make your presence known to my brothers, if you wish to aid us. So cool to be here. I am so excited for this season.
I do not trust this Framric, but Horn wants us to help him.
I do not like the way he looks at me from out of his eye's corner. If he is not careful, I will teach him the way of my people with Waru's sword. But Horn wants us to help him. I do not understand this loyalty to the Horse Lords. They cast him out. He should hate them for that. I will not impose my beliefs upon him, but I do not understand his.
The Lady Galadriel entrusted me with knowledge of our true mission.
You spoke in general terms on the boat to Horn and Nona, but I know why you are really here, Kippen. The Lady Galadriel entrusted me with knowledge of your true mission, and I will not betray that trust. While we are here in the East Wall, I think it is fine for us to help Framric's people. That is clearly what Horn desires. But we must also keep alert for signs of our mutual friends. They came to this land, that we know. What happened to them then? Well, that is the mystery, and it is one that we must find the answer to and then help them if we can. But first, Horn is right. We need to gather sticks to make a campfire, or we will have a cold night. Alright, so there are orcs here, and I'm a little bit more on level, because, you know, I'm not going to be able to just run through these and not fight them. The problem is that all my gear is outdated, but, you know, hopefully towards the end of this season I'll be able to do all that and update. So I don't know why I'm fighting these. I don't really need to. So let me start looking for sticks. There should be all around here. Let me grab that one. Got my deed. I do need to reforge my weapons. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of orcs here. Lots of enemies. Let me see if I can find some more sticks. Some right there. The season may go a little slower since I won't be able to just run past all the enemies, but we're gonna have a great time. The soundtrack, by the way, in Rohan is excellent. That much I do remember. Alright, new deed. Perfect. Anyways, let me go back here.
You found some. Good. Now remove the supplies from the boat.
You found enough sticks for our fire? Good, I will combine these with the ones Nona and Cordon have found, and we will soon have a decent campfire. Will you remove the supplies from the boat so that we can assess what we have left? You reach into the boat to remove the remaining supplies for apportioning. Alright, so let me see what I want. Let me go with the cups of superior second breakfast so I can run faster. Click finish later instead of finish now. That's weird. There are enough supplies for a short stay, and you divide them among the rest of your companions.
Parth Galen may be a good place to begin our search.
I think it is good to help Framric while we can, but always keep your eyes open for the real reason we are here. As you pass southward, through the woods of the east wall, remain alert for a grassy lawn alongside the Anduin. That peaceful space is called Parth Galen. and it may be a good place to begin our search. Alright, so let me figure out what I'm doing. I think that, honestly, I may want to ride all the way north into the Wold, into the first area that you would come across if you're riding south from the Great River, and then do the season that way. So yeah, let me try that strategy out. I think that might be good. And then we will meet back up south here and do the epic storyline. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I think I am. I know I need to go north for sure. I can't believe I'm finally here. It's so exciting. I'm trying so hard to keep up. I just read through the producer's letter for the year 2020, and they're releasing so much more content. And no matter how hard I work at recording this game, I just feel like I'll never be able to catch up. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'd rather have a lot of content than no content. Let me talk with this guy.
Can you help me with this?
My people will need your help against the orcs, if you're willing to lend it to them. Find their camp to the southwest in the stretch of land that leads to the Norcroft. I'll get to it eventually, but yeah, let me start up here. Oh wow. We are, it's a huge map. It's a huge map. Yeah, I'm headed all the way up here. That way I can start the season kind of where I guess it's intended to be started, coming down from that Great River region. That's gonna be quite a ride up there. This map, I mean, as you can tell, it's huge. It's huge. It's gonna be a massive season, guys. Oh yeah, and the warband quest. I forgot about these. Warbands. The warband leader, Hanrun, and his minions have been terrorizing the people of the Wold and must be dealt with. So I will accept this, but I'm not going to do it just yet. But basically what this is a warband. They kind of roam around the overworld, and you can try to defeat them. And actually, a lot of these are kind of hard to solo, but I think I can definitely solo this one, so I will do it now. There you go. So I defeated the warband. The horrifying tales of the warg known as Hanrun now have an ending. The people of Rohan appreciate your efforts. Alright, very good. So let me keep riding north. Man, I don't know, I gotta find something to talk about, because it's gonna take me quite a while to ride up there. And I don't want to fast forward any of this, because we have not traveled these places together, my friend. So the only time I fast forward is if we've already traveled that route, you know. But this is all new area, all new map, so I am not going to fast forward any of it. I guess maybe it's a good introduction to Rohan riding across the plains. So yes, I am going to complete this Rohan Awaits quest, which again started with this letter that I got way back in the day, in some season many days gone. And then I talked with the first Rohan guard at the season finale of the last season, crossing right into the border. But now I'm finally ready to go finish it. New deeds, the cities of Eastern Rohan. There's gonna be a lot of these. I forgot how massive this map is. I do need to reforge still. Just gonna follow the road here. We're almost there. We're almost there. Appreciate you guys' patience with me. Just enjoying the soundtrack here. Really great music. I mean, come on. How can you not like the soundtrack? It's so good. They did so good with this. Alright, so we are here. Langhold, which is theoretically the first town, because you can see the Great River is here, and if we ride south, this is the first area we come across. There is this road west to the Wildermoor, but the Wildermoor is its own kind of separate region, which, honestly, I may even do it as its own season. I haven't decided yet, because it's so big as well. But that's for another time for me to decide. For right now, let me just, first of all, reforge, and then I'll start getting the quests here.
Welcome and well met, my friend.
Just want to keep reforging all of my weapons. That way I can get experience on them. Alright, good. Now let me find the person I'm supposed to talk to. I don't see any. There we go. There's a quest ring on the horse guy here. For Rohan awaits.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You have come to the gate of Langhold, traveler. State your business, please. What brings you to our door?
What brings you to these lands?
I hear rumors of brigands in this parts. Brigands are ever a plague upon the wold, pillaging the farmlands and harassing travelers upon the roads. We banish them across the river whenever they dare to rise up, but they always return ere long. We have driven them back lately, so it will be long before they dare to bother us again. They are no true threat against the might of the Rohirrim, so worry not, you are safe here in Langhold. I hear that Easterlings are a great threat.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Easterlings are never the true threat in the wold, for they cross the river from their hard lands to the east. Are ever a threat, sorry. The south Undeep is our most vulnerable point. We have built 4 watchtowers to keep eyes along the river. They are ready to fly to Langhold with a call for reinforcements at a moment's notice. But we send a rider to patrol the towers once a week regardless.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
We have had word from our kindred in the Great River of a heroic traveler who passed through Stangard. I can see that you are this same hobbit of whom such praise was spoken. The Thane of Langhold would receive you in the mead hall without delay. This part of the wold welcomes guests with open arms. But enemies of the mark beware. It is my duty to warn you thus. Very well. So you will notice in Rohan in general, and we got a little bit of this in Stangard, but most of the towns here are going to be organized like this, where there's going to be lots of buildings, and then there's going to be a central mead hall that is going to be the hub of activity. And so, get used to that theme. Very cool mead hall here, the Mead Hall of Langhold. What can you tell me about Langhold?
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Langhold is a watchful city, holding the north border of eastern Rohan against any and all enemies that would strike on us from the Great River. We protect many farms and also keep vigilant watch upon the Great River from our many defense outposts. I hear rumors of brigands in these parts.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Well, I think this is the same text that the guard gave me, so I'm assuming the Easterling one is as well.
Your aid is welcome, friend.
Ah, the famous Wandering Warden. Your reputation precedes you, Kippen. I bid you welcome to Langhold. I am sure you will find plenty to keep you busy here, for we are often beset by ruffians and wild creatures.
The Rohirrim are grateful for your aid.
My wife, Killian, has a better temperament for welcoming guests to Langhold than I. I would sooner bid you go find your own food, but my dear wife upholds the customs of Rohan. She has grace, despite agreeing to tolerate my bad behavior for many long years. Killian will give you the welcome you deserve as an honored guest in our city, Kippen. You seem more traditional than your husband.
Will you aid the horse lords?
My parents taught me to value kind friends and guests, for my father survived a deadly encounter with foes thanks to the kindness of a tall stranger passing by. A ranger who did not look trustworthy but provided himself otherwise. The old customs are important to me. Friends of our city should be hailed as such, for it is important to mark friends from enemies. Do you think Langhold is safe from enemies?
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
I am a cautious woman, it is my nature. I prefer to see signs for myself and do not trust to hope. Sometimes I go about my days without fear. Other times I sense a threat. But thus far, Uhtred has kept our city safe from brigands and Easterlings.
What brings you to these lands?
Ah, the traveler from Stangard. You must be weary from your long road. Do not mind my husband, he is an unceremonious man, but he is a good thane and still strong. Come, let us drink together and share a meal. This custom is a pledge of honor from us that you will be safe from all harm in Langhold. It is a pledge on your part also. While here you must respect our ways and cause no harm, and stir no trouble. Will you perform this gesture of goodwill? Please accept our hospitality, friend of the mark. Sweet, so let me go ahead and eat some food. You have broken bread at the table of the Thane. You have tasted mead from the table of the Thane. Now I need to bow to Killian. Killian accepts your gesture graciously. I bid you welcome, friend of Langhold.
Welcome, my friend.
You have my wife's approval, eh? Do you? Good, good. She's a gentle soul and she loves the old customs. I suppose there is no harm in them, especially if they make our guests behave themselves while they stay here. Now you are free to roam about and do as you please. Do not let me keep you. Uhtred bids you leave and find your own manner of entertainment in town. Okay. So let me come up here, make sure there's nothing. Not much, just some ale, some kegs. Keeps going higher. What's up here? Pretty cool, pretty cool. Good little view of the town. Alright, let me go back, I guess. So now that I'm a friend here, I believe that a lot of quests probably opened up. Talk with this guy.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Ah, traveler from the Western Lands. Welcome. I am a city guardsman, but I am a little busy at the moment.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
The salamanders are breeding more and more of late, and their eggs are hatching in greater numbers. More salamanders beget yet more salamanders. If you get a chance, burn their vile nests. But be careful, they guard their eggs viciously.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Will you look at this mess? A salamander. Here, right here at the gate. These vile serpents grow bolder and bolder of late. Soon they will be crawling into our homes at night and biting us in our sleep. There is a nest not far south of Langhold. I suspect you'll find it teeming with these pests. If you go thin their numbers, there will be good reward in it for you. You carry quite the reputation of being a skilled warrior, Kippen. Before I do that, let me kind of run around the town here and see if there are any other quest strings. Not really seeing any. So that being said, let me head south and kill some salamanders. You know, part of the reason why I'm so excited about this season is because I bought a new hard drive, so I can record dozens of episodes before I have to stop playing to edit them and get them off my hard drive. Yes! Exciting. You guys don't know how frustrating it is to be having so much fun playing the game, but then you run out of room on your hard drive, so you have to stop. So there's a new quest here, Venom Tongue. Upon wandering into the den of salamanders in the northern wold, a great fear has come over you. Something terrible lurks here. So I have to kill Venom Tongue, the eldest of the salamanders. I can do that. Let me see about gathering some of these. I sense a terrible presence nearby. Dang it, I'm screwing up all my gambits here. I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Okay. Got some D's, legendary item level ups, all the good stuff. Need to destroy all these nests. Lots of salamanders here. I'll just bunch a few of these up. Really? That one has a small aggro circle. There's another warband here, Cinder. The warband leader, Cinder, and its minions have been terrorizing the people of the wold and must be dealt with. Let me go ahead and accept that. I don't see the... It says I encountered them, but I don't see them. Oh, there it is. Alright. I do like the warbands. It's just fun having unique enemies in the map, you know? So I'm glad they introduced that feature. Starting in Rohan. Cinder has terrorized the swamps of the wold for too long, and you brought it to its end. The people of Rohan will appreciate your efforts. Very nice. Still need to find the granddaddy salamander, wherever it is. Getting some lag here. There it is. Venom Tongue. There we go. You have defeated one of the most vicious salamanders in the wold, old Venom Tongue, the Seething Mire. And one more. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I was so eager to start recording this season that I haven't finished editing the season finale of The Great River yet. Obviously, you've already seen it if you're watching this episode, but, you know, at least when I'm recording this, I haven't finished editing it. It takes so long to edit those, I get so burned out of doing that. I'm about halfway done editing it, and then I was like, you know what? I want to go play in Rohan. So, here I am, I'm having a good time. Alright.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
That should slow the beast down. It seemed like there was no end to them, and that they grew bold as brass. Vicious creatures, are they not? I'm glad you came back safe, and more glad that you came back victorious. You're quite a brave, good hobbit.
You aid the Horse Lords.
Ah, Kippen, I am glad to see you back. It looks like you have disposed of a great many of their number, and for that, you have my gratitude and that of the Langhold. We are always glad for extra hands or swords, bows, and the like. Alright, so there is a... I don't know, is that a little boy or something? Yeah, named Kata. What do you do for fun around here?
Welcome and well met, my friend.
We do very serious training to become great Rohirrim warriors. This involves bashing brigands and the like until they fly through the air. It is great fun, but serious, of course. Aren't you afraid of the enemies?
Welcome, stranger from afar.
Goodness no, I am not afraid of anything. I am from Rohan after all.
Will you help me, kind stranger?
Well, we will do this quest. We will. We'll help him. We'll help him as a kind stranger, but we will do so in the next episode. Guys, I'm so happy you're here. If you're not already part of the Fellowship, be sure to join the Fellowship by hitting the subscribe button. I'm very excited about this season. I hope you are too. See you next episode.